What up, everybody? What up, chat?
On the microphone, One Piece sailing oceans with Monkey D, Luffy, Death Note mastermind like Yagami plotting quietly.
Oh yeah.
Jujutsu Kaisen, Gojo Benya, Demon Slayer.
Oh, what up, everybody? How's it going? It's your boy. It's me. Hey. What up, y'all? For those of you who follow me on Instagram and Facebook, that's right, we have the Side Quest Punk page there on Facebook. We have mine on Instagram. Feel free to watch it. But I was posting today my video. In fact, hopefully, in the edited version, I'll cut here. This will be a scene. What up? It's your boy, Steve OG, the Side Quest Punk. I'm deciding to do a show tonight. I'm at 8, doing live on Twitch, and I'm going to edit and then upload later on YouTube if you miss it. If you're looking for the links, look in my bio. There's a link there to all my sites. But I'm going to do a show tonight about jobs. Looking for a job, getting a new job, quitting a job, making friends that are family from a job. We're going to talk all about that tonight. Why? Because I'm quitting my job tomorrow. Do they know about it? No, they do not. They're going to find out tonight. We'll talk about all of that tonight on the Cycle. Well, that escalated. I quit. Didn't even last the end of the day. I was like, man, I'm sorry I got to deal with this. Wait, I don't. I literally quit my job today. That's right. And I didn't just quit my job just to quit my job. I quit my job because I had another job lined up. I'm not a fucking complete idiot. But it was one of those things where you just, enough was enough. You've had enough.
I just want to wish you one last hearty and heartfelt.
Yeah, I was over it. Find a higher paying job. A job that's better together. And, it's just a nightmare to find a job. And I decided, you know what? Let's do an episode about jobs. Let's do an episode about looking for a job, the nightmares of interviewing for a job. I myself am 40 and have quite a bit of jobs. Some of you are lucky enough to find careers that you guys actually enjoy. That is a lot of fun there. And it's a pleasure. And you get to, there's good days and bad days, but you love your job. You wouldn't have it any other way. And then there's some of you like myself. Hold on, let me fix some of the light in here. Some people like myself who... it's just a job. Like, I wish I could find a career. I had a career. It's great. But to me, a job is just a form of getting money. It could be really anything. A job doesn't define who you are in my eyes. A job is basically just a way to get money. It's always so weird, I feel like, in the social part of everything. It's just like, everybody's like, hi, what do you do for a living?
Don't judge me, monkey.
It's like, kiss my fucking ass.
You know what I am saying?
So, it's like a thing. Like, your job somehow defined you. People judge you. Like, when I used to work in the cannabis industry way back in the day, I always used to love people ask, what do you do for a living? I used to sell weed. In fact, actually, real quick, my best friend, his name is Fish. His name is Steve too, so you could tell it's definitely very confusing. He says Steve-O, it's like I'm talking to myself. But anyway, my best friend Fish, I used to love when he used to back in the day work at medieval times. That's right, one of my best friends was a knight for a short time, and he used to love when people used to ask, what the fuck do you do for a living? And his answer was, I'm a knight. And just people were like, what the fuck?
What is that?
What the fuck?
What the fuck is that?
Like, do you mean like a knight, like save the princess from dragons? Like they always just say the weirdest shit. But yeah, I used to love that shit. Fisher told him, "Fuck it, I'm a knight. I'm a knight for the green section. Yes, huzzah!" But like, things have changed so much. I feel like I've never thought I'd become my parents, but yeah, as millennials, we had, even the boomers, we've had such a change in how things are done. Like, I remember back in the day, you used to have to go to a place to fill out the thing at the kiosk, or they tell you to go talk to the manager to introduce yourself. You gotta make yourself memorable, right? You gotta make sure they remember you when they pull up that resume. It's gonna say, I remember that Steven.
Baka.
Yeah. Yeah, and the job search is awful. Now it's all on the app. It's like job searches have just become Tinder. You're just fucking apply. Slap, apply. And now everything's done by fucking AI. Like, I mean, all the resume reviewers are AI. Half the people are having their resumes edited or created by AI. We should just have the robots just fucking. They should just put us in the position. They should have a robot database that just assigns you to a job that best suits you, that everybody will be happy. Just have faith in the overlords. That's right. Have faith in the AI. Let them figure out everything. And we all could just, be fucking and smoking and painting and shit. So it's like, now the job searches are really weird, I mean, you got to expect, like, if you ask for, unless you have a random day off or like a day during the week off routinely, which is how I was able to get a job, because that sucks having to work every fucking Saturday. I'm glad. Praise Jeebus. Thank you.
Do you know what I am saying?
We got weekends back. Oh, man. It's like, you got to expect if, are they really sick? There is a probably 1 out of 3 chance they're either lying to do something they're not supposed to, they really are sick or injured or whatever, or they're at a job interview. It's pretty much how it is. Yes. At least when I call out. Sometimes it's just I need a mental health day, which I didn't believe was a thing until I fucking needed a mental health day.
Don't judge me, monkey.
Like, for me, like, I think interviews are fine. I think I interview well sometimes. You know what the worst is? The worst is, like, you apply for a job. You have all the qualifications. It's a job you can easily do. But then they tell you, Mr. Perez, you're a little overqualified. This is an entry-level position. You have way too much experience, man. And why would you want to do this job? Motherfucker, I got bills to pay. That's why I want to do this job. I applied for this job because I could do it in my sleep. Like, that's why I applied for this job. I read the description. I read the pay. Unless I have to apply for a job and they don't tell me the pay with those sneaky bastards. I even tried those commission-based pay. Oh my God, that's the worst. That's the fucking worst. He's got to hustle for every fucking dollar, and it's absolutely the worst. And,
Bitch, you want to make some motherfucking money?
I actually, so I've been planning to quit my job. I found out Monday, and I'm planning to quit my job. And a couple of my coworkers I felt bad for, and I'm so sorry. I love them to death. I love them. But I was just over it. And they know, I was basically just phoning it in a whole week. Not giving a fuck. Like, I am out this motherfucker. Wait, where is it?
Marijuana affects the memory.
Where's the right one? I have the perfect one. God damn it, why do I always do this?
You blew it!
Oh, I guess I was wrong.
I'll just use my special getting high powers one more time.
Oh, man. Damn it. I blew it.
You blew it!
Oh, God. There was a funnier clip I had for that. This is why we don't smoke the marijuana too hard before you do a podcast. Although I did just have sushi, side quest, ADHD. We went and re-had some of the sushi I had. Hopefully I'll be able to show some clips in the re-edit there for YouTube. But yeah, it's had a little robot and thing, do brings this little noise. Brought us our drinks and shit, and then like had the revolving belt, which was cool. But like when ordering stuff and watching it come on the conveyor belt was definitely fucking righteous. I did appreciate that. It's a novelty. I don't give a shit. I'm sorry. And it was quick. Like, we were in and out. We reserved a spot. We were in. I didn't have to wait. Fucking people just clear the plates and bring us the bill. I mean, honestly, I could have just gotten the app. And I think next time I get the app, it's the less human interaction, the better, I guess.
Do you know what I am saying?
I like when you enter, it's like, namaste, and they try to say it like real Asian. Like, you know, but like, you see like, you know, Mexican guy, black guy, an Asian guy. All kinds of guys out in the back cooking it. Namaste. Anyway, I digress. Back to jobs. Yes, a lot has changed. See, I like the interviews. And, you know, going back to interviews, you know what I find fascinating is how people dress for interviews. Now, I've been a manager, and I'm old school. I was raised by a Marine. You know, he told us, hey, you know, dress for the job you want, not the job you have. You know, I've always, every job I've showed up for in a fucking suit and motherfucking tie. I don't give a shit. People are like, oh my God, it's so old school. You don't have to. I mean, like, I don't care. You know I'm serious about the job I'm interviewing for. Shit, sometimes it'd be a 3-piece. If my fat ass hadn't got added about 10 pounds, I probably could have fit, because it was the suit I wore to my wedding. It's a green suit. That's right, motherfuckers. I got that job with a green motherfucking suit. My wedding suit. Like a boss. Still works. Still gets me lucky. But, you know, interviews are great. You got to just be confident. You know, a lot of times, you know, being a manager, you know, my dad, when I was younger, my dad was a big contributor to me, like, killing interviews. My dad was a manager, and he's a ball buster, and he's a Marine. You know, all of us kids, when we were at that ready level to go out there and get a job, and, you know, my dad would put us through the gauntlet. He would sit us down, and he would ask us interview questions like a manager. You know, he'd be like, tell me 3 strengths and weaknesses. You know, how do you explain it? Then he would critique you and tell you, well, how to say it better, which was good because you got in the habit and practice of doing it, which any of y'all, if you guys have a chance, you should really practice what you're saying. Have some stuff ready to go. Definitely not doing like the or if you need a second, be like, that's a very good question. Give me a second to think about that, because that's a very good question. And, you know, when you're also interviewing at the end, don't just say, yeah, I'm good. Have questions. Do research about the fucking jobs. I did research about this motherfucking I ain't gonna tell you where I'm working. The thing that sucks, though, is, you know, it's a professional job. I can keep the mohawk. I might be able to keep these tips green, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to fully dye my hair again. It's so sad. So sad. But that's okay. You know, eventually you gotta have a big boy job, and, you know, I can still got a mohawk. I can still put it up.
So you're telling me there's
It's gonna be a little temporary, a little mini color. I can't go too hard on the color. I'm probably I'm gonna keep it like dark green. I do dark colors to where, you know, where it fades a little, I could reapply it. You know, I'm a painter. Buy a couple colors, a little bit of black, mix it in, darken that bitch up, put it in my hair. I'll be good. I want it to almost look like it's not dyed. So, yeah, I have to. You gotta grow up sometime. Fucking Peter Pan motherfucker. No, I don't give a shit. It's just fucking hair. At this point, who cares if your hair is green?
Fuck you,
like,
fuck you.
Who cares? You know, what's the difference between dreadlocks?
And fuck you, I'm out.
Someone having blonde hair or bleached hair or highlights. It's just a style. Who gives a crap? It's 2026, y'all. Like, seriously. Seriously. I used to love that shit. Back when I was a dispensary manager, that was my fucking favorite shit. Having a goddamn 9-inch motherfucking mohawk and them trying to give you attitude, and you're trying to stay calm, and they're not liking the answers you're saying, and they're saying, excuse me, sir, can I talk to the manager? And you're like, yes, sir, let me go grab him. Hi there, I'm the manager. Oh, their looks on their faces, because they know they can't lie about what they said, because all the shithead things they said, they just said to me, the manager. Some of them like to backtrack, which is great. I used to love them watching. Like, well, you know, I'm sorry, you kind of upset. Well, yeah, I know. I was just telling them, I'm sorry you didn't like my answer, but I have a job to do. I can't give you everything for free. That's what I found as a manager, especially at a dispensary. Everybody wants everything for free. I like how motherfuckers will buy an eighth, smoke half of it, and then try to come back and say, Yeah, I want to return this. It didn't get me high.
Crazy, man. You sound insane. Do you realize that?
The
You should be medicated.
Like, what is this? Just
Shame.
it's just like, do you go to like the convenience store and say, I ate half of this candy bar and it tastes like crap. I want my money back. They said, like, well, make better life choices. That's what they'll tell you. Life experience, man. Now you know not to buy that nasty piece of chocolate. Well, I digress. Again, side quest. Fucking random ADHD tangent. Okay. What are we talking about? Interviews. Yes. Have that shit ready. Be ready. I've been on both sides of the spectrum. And I don't mean my fucking debilitating autism or yeah. It's the again, brain fart. Fucking A.
Marijuana affects the memory.
Wait, maybe I need to smoke some weed. Maybe just a little bit.
I don't need it.
I mean, just a little bit.
Definitely don't need it.
I mean, I can't smoke my Benjamin on the phone. I know it's a stupid thing.
I don't need it.
I really don't give a shit. All right, I'll be right back. I wish the internet would get over smoking weed. I wish I could just go live smoking weed. Just make it a non-18 and up podcast Twitch thing. I don't know. Can you do that? Maybe you can. I don't fucking know. I do that as a precautionary measure. Let's get my back music on. Let's see. As we digress. So now we've talked about looking for jobs, which I mean basically has changed now. It's just a Tinder on an app now. And AI pretty much helps you get a job now. They should just have AI just put us in all of our jobs. They'll be able to better place us than any fucking human's judgment. You know? And then talk about interviews. Fucking how motherfuckers dress. I had a motherfucker one time I was interviewing. And you're talking about a guy with a mohawk. Okay, but I was still wearing a collared shirt at work and shit. And motherfuckers just coming in jeans and a polo, a fucking baseball cap on. He had his sunglasses on for half the interview. Like, I mean, what the fuck? You just like, dude, like, come on, seriously. That's you show up to a job interview in jeans, a hat, and you wear your sunglasses halfway through it. Like, I don't understand it, man. Fuck, man. People's parents need to raise them a little bit better. But, you know, it is hard looking for a job. Yeah, like, to me, all that stuff up to it is the easiest part. The worst part is the wait, the rejection. You know, it's kind of like being single. It's all a numbers game. I don't need many. I just need one. That's my mantra. Apply for 70 jobs. I don't give a fuck. I just need one of them to say yes. I'm always new for new opportunities, new ways, you know, and people are always looking for places to grow. They don't want to be fucking stagnant. They want to do the same fucking job over and over again. They want to be able to get promoted, make more money. Even if they can't get promoted, they want to be able to make more money. Money is the key to happiness. Look out for your employees, man. A little work-life balance. Have some shit. Like, you know, I used to, at least when I was managing, that was the thing, man. When I was a manager, I still tell people, tell me I was a good manager. Because, you know, I tried to be there for my staff, you know. Gotta back them up. Hold people accountable. Fucking shit, man. Like, they fuck up, man. But at least, you know, you don't, you know, you what did you do? Did you learn from it? Okay, now, if it's repeated, then we have a problem. But, you know, it's a learning experience. Don't scold people. People make mistakes. We are human. Humans make errors. It's okay. But fuck, man. But then, like, you know, what I love is making friends. Friends at jobs, man. Your coworkers sometimes can become your best friends. My man Fish I was talking about, my boy who's the fucking medieval time living on a fucking island with his beautiful family and baby boys and you know, and his girls. You know, I met him when I was working at a restaurant, man. Back in the day, my Saddle Ranch crew. Let's go get down to Saddle Ranch. Saddle Ranch back in the day was like Animal House. It was the real life waiting was the truest thing. Like, I lived that shit. That was us, man. We fucking We did some crazy shenanigans in the back, fucking got drunk on our off hours. And then after the fucking bar closed, we all went back to my boy Adam's house or whoever's house was closest or whoever's throwing it that night. And we went out and got shit-faced drunk even more, playing beer pong and God knows what else. Challenge accepted. We used to get into some shenanigans, but it becomes like a family, man. Like, a lot of us still talk to each other. Still fucking, still see each other. Our kids play with each other. It's fucking crazy. Like, you meet people that you just vibe with. What I've always called them is people, I call those my lost tribe. I call them my lost tribe because they're out in the world, and I found them. Hey, man, there y'all are, man. My fucking lost tribe. I'd say my Saddle Ranch fucking family goes deep. My buddy Colin, my homegirl Sabrina. There's a lot of people that I know that I've met from Saddle, like everybody from back in the day. The motherfuckers that opened it, they closed that bitch down at Westgate. Shit, they used to have Saddle Ranch was savage, man. They had, I don't know if any of you remember, they had a shitty show, and some of you youngins won't know, but all y'all my age, remember VH1? They used to have the Saddle Ranch show. It was fucking weird. It was the cheesiest fucking thing you used to. I couldn't. There wasn't even real people that worked there. It was a reality show. It was fucking awful. It was all actors, I found out. I remember fucking serving one night. They had flyers up in the back. You want to be on the Saddle Ranch reality show? No. I just want to get drunk. That was me, but I don't even drink anymore at that point. I got it all in my system. Thank you, Saddle Ranch, for getting all the shenanigans and idiotic, stupid drunk things out of my system in my 20s. Because by the time I hit my 30s, I'm done. I'm spent. Either you steer into the liquor or you steer away from it when you work at the bar scene, man. Like, you guys you go. I can't. I don't even drink. Like, it doesn't mean I don't drink. I still drink socially, but I'm not all about getting fucked up anymore. Like, I'll have me a Jameson on the rocks, and I'll drink that thing slowly, like an adult now. Now I'm not shotgunning beers and fucking.
You fucking crazy, man. You sound
shit
insane.
ton of
You realize that?
fucking breakfast shots.
You should be medicated.
For those of you who are wondering what a breakfast shot is, I think it's like it's fucking. It basically tastes like French toast and orange juice, because you take this shot. All my bartender friends are gonna fucking make fun of me because I used to ask this shot all the time. I don't know what the fuck it's in it, but you take a shot and then you chase it with a shot of orange juice, and the chemical changes into the flavor, and it tastes like fucking French toast, like pancakes and syrup. Or it was fucking wild, man. I also got, when I went deep into the dispo, man, in fact, was bringing up like the job and the family stuff too. Me quitting, and then, one of my old coworkers over at Herbal Wellness back in the day, that's where I got my Steve OG name. In fact, when I go and re-edit this and put it on YouTube, I'll put up the clip it up.
Hi, HWC family, Steve OG here, your friendly neighborhood bud tender.
Just one hit real quick. Just one hit real quick. Light it up, take a puff, now the whole vibe feeling lit. Just one hit real quick. Give me 30 seconds, man, then I'm back talking my shit.
I'll show you all the videos. I used to do the commercials back in the day, so always finding a good job. Hey man, always be available, be that guy, ready. Where do you need me, coach? Like, where can I be of some help? Show them that you're a motherfucking rock star. My boss right now, my new boss, called me today just to tell me thank you for getting everything done effectively so I could start Monday. Oh, very fast. And then she was like, they always told me there was going to be some occasional Saturdays, and she asked me, hey, I know this is soon, but we have an event 8 to 2 Saturday. Can you work like 8 to like 11 or 12? I was like, what? You need me to work 8 to 2? I could work 8 to 2. And she was like, hell yeah, I can't wait for you to start. That's right. You didn't have to ask me twice. I was like, I'll be there with donuts.
Bitch, you want to make some motherfucking money?
Oh yeah, man. I'm ready to fucking. I'm so excited. You're gonna see a lot more videos. I'm gonna be on more posts now because I'm gonna have the weekends now. So now I'm gonna try to get on some kind of schedule, or like I'm doing like a Saturday night video, editing during the week, dropping stuff, and then kind of doing a weekly thing, maybe bi-weekly. So I can pay more, some attention to my wife. But back to again, fucking ADHD. So as I digress. Steve OG, that's where I got that name. That's where I got the name. And there's videos of me. I'll show you the videos. But we're talking with all my old school friends. And, we worked years together. And, at some point in the job, sometimes you hit that fucking sweet spot where it's just like everything just connects. Management's cool. Everybody's cool. Everybody's ELE, motherfucker. Everybody love everybody. And everybody does love everybody. Everybody's got their back. There's no beef. Everybody's just cool with each other. And then you try to hire new people and some of them vibe and some of them don't. And the ones that don't, man, they don't survive. The other ones, you just bring them in like family, and just your family's bigger, man. The early days, back in the medical days, back when herbal wellness was a mega power with the vaping, that was when my crew, dude, we say his shit hard. Christmas parties at herbal. Oh, man, we used to get so dabbed out, man. I was dating a girl one time, and she took a picture with my GM and my owner. And my GM is the famous and luscious Pandora Destrange. Shout out. She was there, full Pandora, love it. And she took a picture with her and my boss, and I was like, did you think you could be high as fuck tonight taking dabs and you'd be taking a picture with a millionaire and a drag queen? She's like, nah, I didn't think I'd be doing that shit tonight. Yeah, shit used to get crazy. We'd taking monster, just globbers, man. We'd get so fucked up, and all the goodie bags we'd take home. Oh, man, those were the days, man. Making money, man, having fun. That's how I met my wife, actually, was when I was working. Shout out to my homie Eli. So I was a little bit of a horn dog and a slut. Yes, I'm sorry. I was a lady chaser in my single days. And, being the guy in the commercials in the lobby and being Steve OG definitely did help a little bit. So, I used to play that pretty hard, and I'd always try to get the pretty girls. So, we used to have to get lines of medical cards, and we'd have to pick them and grab the next person and go grab them out in the lobby. And I always try to wait to try to get the pretty girls. I'm not going to lie.
Don't judge me.
Every time I try to get my wife, something would happen, and I had to give her up to somebody else. I remember the one time I finally got her, motherfucker came back and said, hey, you forgot my free pre-roll. I'm like, God damn it, I'm gonna give her up. Every time I didn't get her, my buddy Eli did. And that's her boy. That's my boy, man. He was at my wedding. A lot of the people were herbal. In fact, if I could have had a bigger wedding, if I could afford it, I would have had so many of my herbal peeps, which I did have a lot of them. My homegirl Valerie's been there for a while, man. I had good bosses. Scott was a great boss. I had Steve Peters, man. Shout out. I think he moved from AZ, man. That was the most even keel. Steve Peters was like, he was like that uncle that you didn't want to disappoint, like you didn't want him to go, oh man, you didn't want him to have that disappointed look. You just feel just be the worst. He was so cool as fuck, man. Always chill. I never really seen him get upset. Like he got upset, but he was never yell at you, man. Just tell you how disappointed he was and shit and get upset. But he was all right, man. But yeah, we had some good bosses. Herbal Wellness was good days, man. It was happy days for a while. And then it got bad.
Everybody love everybody! Come on!
Like most things, you try to keep it real, but, it is what it is. You move on. And then I moved on to the Mint. The Mint was all right. I got to actually, what made it cool is a lot of the Mint, I brought a lot of people in, like people I met throughout. I worked at other dispensaries and stuff, man. There's a lot of cool people, like my homegirl Amber. Still shout out to my boy Luis. I still talk to my boy Bad Darion. What up, Scoobs? We got a lot of motherfuckers, man, that are real that I still talk to all the time, man, from the Mint days too, man. And when you call those coworkers, man, like you build those relationships, man. It's really dope when you got that motherfucker that you work with. Yeah, you just fucking get in all kinds of shenanigans, and just the shift just seems so much fucking better when they're on the shift. You know what I mean? And then when it gets to those bad times, y'all, that's when you gotta quit. And I've had some stories, man, of some bad stuff, man. Like, I have to say, For those of you, the Mint is a job, not a career. It depends on the person, though. Sometimes I feel management's got to make a lot of tough decisions, but you shouldn't be doing shit to fuck up your employees and fuck with them. Like, you got to be able to look out for them. They're the reason why you're successful.
Why does he keep kicking
That was when I was a manager. I always looked at it as, my staff, I can take none of the credit and all the blame, which means if anything of a success, it's the people, your staff is the ones you should be celebrating, not you. You didn't do shit. Yeah, you may have done a lot in the back. You may have done a lot, but their hard work is what got you there. And that's how fucking managers should act. Not fucking abusing them and using them and burning them out just because they get the best success out of it.
You know what I am saying?
And then once they're done, they just replace them with somebody else with sparkly glimmers of hope in their eyes that think this place is going to be great because they tell them it is because they don't know the truth. And that's how dispensary life is, man. Owners don't smoke weed. Not one dispensary owner smokes weed. None of them do. They don't fucking smoke weed. They're all businessmen. They don't fucking smoke weed. They don't give a shit. You're just another cog in the fucking system. That's really most jobs, man. You're just another cog in the system. And it's sad. Like the job I had, I didn't want to just quit today, which by the way, yeah, I quit today. Yeah. I was supposed to work tomorrow. I was gonna try to power through it, but no, man. Customer service is hard sometimes,
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.
People fucking suck, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I am saying?
And people just suck ass. And yeah, that's kind of, I was like, fuck it, I don't want to deal with it. I'm gonna go smoke weed and take the weekend, relax, recharge my batteries, and be ready to do that. But usually I like to do 2-week notices. But you know what's the thing, man? A lot of places don't do 2-week notices. They don't want your happy-go-ass fucking all happy and I get to leave. Fuck y'all. They don't want that shit. They don't want the other employees to know there's better out there, and then they have to, no, bring them back to reality.
Shut up, bitch!
No, they're here forever. There's no other place. They can't go nowhere. They'll find no better. No, they don't want that shit. That's just plain out what it is. So a lot of people just cut it off because then you tell people, okay, I'm gonna start in 2 weeks. I'm giving my notice. Okay. And then they say, yeah, no, we're good. It's a courtesy. We don't have to give you the 2 weeks. You can have a good day. Thank you. Bye-bye now. And you're like, what? So now you got 2 weeks of unpaid. And then you got to start a new job at a new pay period, which usually takes about 3 weeks. Because everybody knows the pay week is usually on the second week of the previous pay period. So like that first week is your first week of collecting. Everybody's getting paid that Friday. And then the second week, nobody gets paid. You ain't getting paid. And then you got to wait a whole nother fucking week to get paid. And that's fucking savage, man. Like, if an employee has the courtesy of giving you a notice, you should let them finish out that notice. But then sometimes they're so aggravated, even though they put the notice, they'll just quit. I've done that a couple times. I put my notice in, like, man, fuck y'all. Y'all just make me, I'm going to start my new job. I don't got to deal with this shit. If y'all going to be petty, I'm going to be petty. Fuck it. And like the job I have, I love the manager. He was a good guy, man. That guy, I'm going to call him by name. My man, his name's Jesus. Jesus was fucking dope. He was a good ass motherfucker. I felt bad. I really did. It was killing me all week. All week. Just, I knew how to tell him. I knew how to be savage like this, but like my manager quit, even though I didn't know that she applied at a competitor. But yeah, they didn't give her 2 weeks. I was like, fuck it. What am I gonna do? If they're gonna give her 2 weeks, she was there 6 motherfucking years. So I know what to do. So I was like, quiet. I told some employees, we were joking about it. We were planning a potluck before my dumb ass quit. God, I'm such a punk ass bitch. Yeah. My coworkers are like, hey, y'all, I know we planned a potluck, but I'm quitting right now.
What do you think is happening right now? What's happening?
What is happening?
What is happening?
What is happening?
That was everybody when I was leaving.
What is happening?
What is happening?
Oh, man. The manager, that just, I felt bad because, like, I heard him all day. It was like, today's going to be a good thing. Things are happening. I'm just like, oh, fuck, man. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It was good peeps, though, man. Good peeps. But I got to do what's best. You got to do what's best for you and your family unit and your mental health. And, you know, as long as you got that fucking taco, fucking Oompa Loompa, pedo motherfucker in the White House, things are going to be more expensive with this war and shit. You just got to deal with it. So, yeah, I got to get a better job. I got to find a job that's only 4 or 5 miles away, which I did. And it's fucking awesome. And I'm going the opposite way of traffic. And fuck yeah. Call that a motherfucking win.
Do you know what I am saying?
Fucking talking about. Yeah, oh, here. So, I thought it'd be fun. So, I actually sent my resignation letter. And, you know, and luckily, I had quite a lot of time to think about it because...
Well, to be fair.
So, I did a mic drop moment. And, I mean...
Marijuana
damn it.
affects the memory.
I should really get these together. I need to get my shit together.
Well, then get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry. Just fuck you guys.
Shut up, bitch.
Okay. So I did a boss move and I sent an email out. I sent a resignation letter to my director of operations, my boss's boss, and my boss, and my other boss, and I copied in everybody.
New high score. What does high score mean? New high score, is that bad? What does that mean? Did I break it?
Yeah. My coworker, shout out to Kevin. He told me that was the most gangster boss move. I sent him the email beforehand, and he was just like laughing at his car as he's having ChatGPT dictated to him and shit. So let me dictate it to you guys, and let me write it to you. I'm gonna read this to you, okay? Now I was trying to be professional and both a cheeky little bitch at the same time. So let's see. I'm such an asshole. Dear blank management, I'm gonna try to reiterate because I don't want to badmouth the company. They're fine. They're great, but I am grateful for my time here at blank. It is with a heavy heart that I regret to inform you that today will be my last day at blank blank. I have apologized for not giving you a proper notice, but based on what transpired when blank put her notice in that I observed, I felt it was in my best interest to just abruptly quit like this.
Suck it!
I have removed my personal effects and brought back the blank polo, that's the company polo, that was given to me as well. Left it on my desk. This decision was prompted by my last encounter with blank. She was my HR lady. So a little side note is I recently found out I have a degenerative disc disease in the lower back. And I actually found out I have a curved spine. What is it? The scoliosis. But it's all minor though. It's just something that happens when you get old. Yeah, I'm out of shape and I get old. I just need to strengthen it. But when I got the diagnosis, I didn't know what the fuck it was. I didn't know what the fuck to do. I didn't know anything. So my wife, who's really going through some stuff, got FMLA, Family Medical Leave Act. And if you do get injured, it's like a short-term thing. It's supposed to protect you from getting fired due to injuries or whatnot. Okay? She was just like, you should look into it. And I was like, okay, well, I'll ask about it. And, you know, I asked about it, and the HR lady was like, sure, we'll have a meeting on Thursday. I was like, oh, cool. Can you send me the information? Oh, we'll talk Thursday. I was like, okay. Like, she didn't send me anything. Didn't talk. She finally fucking shows up. She's asking me, and I'm telling her, like, yeah, I just found this out. I freaked out. I just found this Sunday, and, you know, I don't know what to do. And I'm just looking at all my options just to cover myself. And she's just writing notes, telling her all the stuff, and she's asking questions. And then as she's going over stuff, she's just, she don't tell me anything. I'm asking, like, telling me I don't qualify because I hadn't been there for a year. She tells me that she follows the bare minimum federal guidelines. That's what the company follows. And then tells me that after I have to go back, and now I'm required to go get a letter from my physician or the specialist that sent me to get cleared. And if he does, this is the verbiage she said: we will reevaluate your position here at blank blank. And I'm like,
Reckon see dick. See if this refreshes your memory.
What? That's crazy. Look at that. You wrote everything down so you wouldn't forget. Wow, this is a perfect example of why you're in management and I'm not. You
the
go.
fuck do you mean? What the? Reevaluate my position?
Holy Jesus.
Like,
What is that?
I speak HR. That means they're gonna tell me whether I still have a job after that, and that's fucking wild. And I asked her, I go, I feel like my job's being threatened, and she was like, well, it has to be reevaluated because you're required to lift a little bit here, and if you can't do that, then we have to reevaluate your position here. Oh, okay. So now with that backstory, back to the letter. This decision was prompted by my last encounter with blank, when I inquired about FLMLA information, just in the case my injuries I had were more severe based on diagnoses. She made me feel very uncomfortable, and it was very extremely unprofessional to have a meeting solo without a second party. So yeah, this bitch had this interview with me, or this thing with me. No manager. My manager's off that day. So instead of waiting until my manager was there to help me make me feel comfortable, she had the nerve to fucking just sit there and like, there's no witness. It's just he said, she said. They're going to believe her, not me, if I say anything. So, yeah. I said, her approach and verbiage she used made me feel my employment was being threatened due to the potential of genetic conditions. I felt that it was in my best interest to leave because I was unsure if I would be able to keep up with your company's physical demands. So I try to stay professional. Hey, this is why it is. I got a little spooked. Like, that's what it is. But this is where I started to become a little bit of a tit here. It was also due to the failures of upper management and their lack of direction as well as communications. You do not properly support other locations like blank blank location, and is run horribly, by the way. Your inventory is a nightmare. You hold no one accountable and never coach people when they make a mistake. You overwork blank, my boss, by not hiring another showroom manager, which, by the way, I worked in a showroom. They had a manager. She quit. That was the person who fired blank, who I'd mentioned. And yeah, they never replaced her. We were managed, and they made that guy my GM do all of it. And they didn't get him an assistant GM, which I mentioned here as well. Or an assistant GM to free him to do his job. He was doing like 50 jobs, man. The guy was overworked. It was so bad. I felt bad having to ask him for things, because he was doing so much. And I said, if you don't stop overworking your refusal to replace employees in departments after they quit or fired or transition, putting strain on the remaining employees to carry the burden. It says, you refuse, if you do not stop overworking your employees and change, I see more employees leaving you. Also, your purchase team is freaking the worst. I can't say that enough. I hope you're able to correct the mistakes and you continue to have people want to work here for years instead of months like me. I wish you all the best and continued success. I am off to be epic somewhere else. Best of luck to you, blank.
Man, hey.
Y'all can hate all you want.
Hey. Man, you corny.
Hold on. I wish I'd get over that. Anyway, yes. And I walked out today. I hugged my boss, told him I loved him. Sorry I had to do it like this. It was for the best. And I hope it gets better for him. Good luck. I hope they don't kill him. That place will probably give him a heart attack. Unfortunately. That's just crazy. Life's crazy, man. Jobs aren't worth it, man. They're just a form of income, y'all. Don't stress yourself out. Things will get better. We're in a gig economy right now, y'all. Hey, man, worst out I've ever not had a job or I gotten fired or let go, man. Just go straight to Uber. Go straight to doing whatever, gigging it. Giggity. And that's what it is. Oh, man. I'm feeling relieved. How about you? Start my new job Monday. It's gonna be great, man. I didn't see anybody here. I was hoping to ask some people like what's some of their horrible experiences. What have you had? Put it in the comments or whatever. I guess we gotta make sure to tell you. I guess I gotta get used. This is our show today. That was my experience. Jobs. Talked about families, friends, people. Feeling guilty. Don't have to. You don't have to do no loyalty to a company. They just show you no fucking loyalty. It's just a job, man. They just see you as another cog in the system. So don't become another mindless drone and think for yourselves and get the fuck out of a situation that you don't feel is good for you or your mental health or your well-being. Fucking A, God.
Smoke weed every day.
That's right. Oh. I think we found our exception.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, challenge accepted, man. All right, y'all. I think I'm done for the day. Call this another episode. I hope all of you are gainfully employed. I hope nobody's not without. But this is your boy. I'm gonna go get high on my wife now.
Hold up. Just 1 second. I just need one hit real quick.
Side quest forever.
Just one.
Steve OG in the building. ADHD brain.
Love y'all.
Never one mission. Spark it up. Let's go! Dragon Ball, Power Rising, Goku chasing the sky. Vegeta talking trash while the Saiyans multiply. Naruto running missions with the Shadow Clone crew. Sasuke chasing vengeance while the Rasengan flew. Side quest forever. Brain and scatter mode.